4, 3, 2, 1. Good evening from Cal Jones Field on the campus of Central Union High School in El Centro, California. High school football on the air on AM 1230 KXO and on our KXO YouTube channel. High school football brought to you by Roto-Rooter, serving the entire Imperial Valley. Johnny's Burritos in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro. The CB Stop in Calexico. The Broken Yoke Cafe. McNeese Mart, Dogwood and Main, El Centro. La Fonda Bar and Grill. Also, Mobile Auto Repair in Yuma. By Southwest Security, Southwest Postal Service. By IVC, Imperial Valley College, #1. By K-Sushi in Imperial. Stan's Auto Body, serving the Valley, and by the Central Union High School District. It is the Central Spartans against the Granite Hill Eagles. And, John, the Eagles, they are a very, very good team.
They are the defending Division II state champions. They beat Ramona last year in the CIF finals after Ramona had beaten Central here on this field. So we mentioned last year, Mater Dei from Chula Vista came, and that was the best team that Central was going to play last year. Well, Granite Hills may have been that better team because they ended up beating Mater Dei in the playoffs, and they're here tonight. They beat Central last year over at Granite Hills. They're huge. They're 3-0. They're rated number 32 in the state. Meanwhile, Central is rated 232nd in the state. They are in the open division right now as the third seeded team in the Division I. The top 8 teams make the open division. So they are a powerhouse, well coached by Kalen Cobbs, and we expect to see a lot of offense tonight.
And I think you're right. Last year, these two teams met September 16th, and Granite Hills, they had an easy time of it. It was 42-7. The Central Spartans, well, they learned something from that experience, and they anticipate they will be learning something through tonight's experience. As I have said when they played Ramona, that you get better when you play a better team, you learn. It's either that or you fold up and quit, and the Spartans aren't going to do that. They will learn, and they will grow from this game. It's high school football. We are live on our KXO YouTube channel, and we will be on AM 1230 at the conclusion of the NFL game.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The Central Union High School District says, Happy Attendance Awareness Month. That's right. September is Attendance Awareness Month. And Southwest High School, Central Union High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High School, and the Central Union Adult School and Mount Signal Virtual Academy remind you that attendance leads to a culture of achievement every day, all year long. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial and El Centro. It's high school football, and the Central Spartans, the Granite Hills Eagles, and John Driffill, few problems for the Spartans tonight.
Right, they have some players out. Jared Martin suffered what we understand is a contusion right above his ankle on his left leg, has it wrapped up. He's in a boot. He's on crutches, so he certainly will not play tonight. Also, their wide receiver / kickoff man, Miguel Vega, is in his jersey but not his uniform, so he will not play tonight. And Michael Fisher still is out, hoping to get him back soon, as he will be a very important member of that defensive line when he's able to return.
Well, without some key pieces tonight, of course, Fisher we have not seen all year, have we, John?
No, he's not suited up yet.
And Martin, an important part of the Spartan defense, and showing flashes on offense, something that we saw in Ramona.
Well, yeah, this Central team, they are absolutely well coached by David Pena, but at the same time, they're not just loaded with athletes like this Granite Hills Eagles team is. So you have a player with athletic ability of Jared Martin. He needs to be on the field, offense and defense, and they've been working him in. He made the touchdown reception against Ramona at Ramona 2 weeks ago, and he was playing offense last week. Suffered the injury at Otay Ranch, but we're led to believe that he should return, if not next week, soon.
The Spartans have just taken the field, and one thing, John, the numbers that are on this Spartan varsity team, big numbers. Lots of kids wanting to play for the Spartans, and that is indicative of the culture that prevails on Central's campus with not just football, but everything else that is going on.
Yes, that culture that you talked about, just the team spirit and camaraderie, and it really affects the entire campus, as Craig Lyon mentioned a couple weeks ago when he was our halftime guest at Ramona, that it really can affect everything from discipline, attendance to grades, etc. And Coach Pena has really made a big impact since he's been at this school. Numbers are great. JV squad is well staffed. They've got about 45 kids. The freshmen, they had more than 60 kids out. So, yes, it does reflect this program that Coach Pena has built.
And we'll be back with more of our pregame festivities after this.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m., serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
It's high school football on KXO El Centro, California, and on our KXO YouTube channel. It is a Thursday night edition of football. Coming up tomorrow night, Mickey Dale, George Grahava will be at home at Simpson Shimamoto Field for the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets and the Imperial Tigers. That game will be live on AM 1230 and on the Kxo YouTube channel. And also tomorrow night, Southwest will be in La Quinta. Southwest, I'm not going to say they're surprising, but they're surprising. Calexico at Holtville, Vincent Memorial at Mountain Empire, Brawley over the hill in San Diego to take on University City, and Southwest out of San Diego will take on Calipatria. That game at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening in Calipat. Ours, the only Thursday night game in the Valley, other than the NFL game that we have on now. And it's going to be a good turnout for the Spartan faithful. It is a school night, and there is a pretty good representation across the way for Granite Hills, John.
Well, when you have a program that's defending state champions, you are going to travel well, and they have not completely filled up the stands across the way, but they're very representative of their school and their community. Granite Hills there in El Cajon, East El Cajon. And as their squad walks onto the field almost tilts. They've got some huge players out there. Usually you can find some 250, 260 kids listed, but they've got a bunch of them, probably more than 20 that weigh over 250 pounds.
Well, as they came out and took their places on the north sideline, the field tilted a bit that way, John.
Yeah, they're coming out right now with their captains. And interestingly enough, they're led by Mosi Taleo, who's only 6'1", 265. And then we want to forget Alejandro Tejeda. He's 6 foot and he's 315. So their captains are bigger than most other teams. It is interesting to see that Michael Fisher and Jared Martin both went out for the coin toss, along with Ernie Estrada, as he's representing the Spartans. And Nehemiah Perez is also going to be a captain tonight for the Spartans.
We should point out Granite Hills will go with a freshman quarterback, Zachary Benitez. He is 6'2", 200 pounds. He is a freshman, and he is good. So we have that to look forward to. Granite Hills, state champions, and they not rebuilding, they're just continuing the tradition with what they have now.
Right. They are trying to make a lot of noise in Division I, and they will be, unless something drastic happens, be in the open division where automatically you make the state playoffs, as that's their goal. They're not just happy winning this or being their league champs or getting, to the state last year or even winning the state. They want to get to Division I, open division, and they want to actually win a state championship there. Now, that's when you're talking the real heavies, the real big boys. They play in the open division state tournament.
The Spartans won the coin toss. They deferred, so the Spartans will kick off, and when they do kick off, they will be going right to left across your dial. And coming up, we will have that kickoff.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill want us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, KXO El Centro.
And the Spartans set to kick off. Martinez will do the kicking. Pablo Jackson and Brandon Lewis are back at their own goal line. It'll be a short scooting kick picked up at the 15, and that is Lewis with the football. Lewis gets a block, brings it across the 25 to 30 out to the 33-yard line before he is brought down. Andrew Salazar on the tackle.
Excellent open field tackle by Salazar, as both return men, Jackson and Lewis, are starters. Pablo Jackson is the running back in the spread formation, and Lewis is one of the wideouts. And that's why they didn't kick the ball to him. They squibbed it down there so they could try to get some coverage.
Lewis is wide on the right. There are 4 wide receivers on the right side. They hand off right up the middle. Looking for some running room is Jackson, and Jackson is pounded. That wasn't Jackson. That was Max Turner. So Max Turner picks up about a yard and a half. He was hit and knocked down. With a short gain. So it is 2nd and 8. On the jet sweep, the handoff. It is, this time, Pablo Jackson. Jackson will get it out to the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of about 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
These Eagles are right up on the line of scrimmage with that hurry-up offense. And you can see why they get the ball in Jackson's hand. That young man is real explosive.
From the shotgun, the handoff, it is Jackson. Gets a block, takes it outside, turns it upfield, and is pushed out of bounds. After a big gain, Gavin Mora on the tackle.
First down here in the early going as they cross midfield and are into Spartan territory.
1st and 10 from the Spartans 48. High snap, brings it down, fires it, it goes incomplete. The pass intended from Benitez. Downfield, incomplete. Intended for Josh Zander.
And everything about the Eagles is quick. They quickly up to the line of scrimmage. Quickly they set. The snaps are quick. That time, Benitez just let the ball go after less than having it a second.
Turner is next to Benitez. There are 4 wideouts on the left side of the field. Benitez dumps it off. It is complete underneath to Jackson. Jackson will pick up about 8. Bring up a 3rd and 2. And as you pointed out, John, looking at the Granite Hills front 5, I'd run behind them anytime. Empty backfield, the Spartans jump. Were they enticed?
It looks like they just came offside trying to anticipate the snap count as Benitez not showing these a freshman. And can't say enough about this freshman quarterback. We have seen a freshman starter before, 4 years ago at Brawley. Efren Gutierrez was a starting quarterback, but this freshman here, he's special.
He is 6'2", 200 pounds. So he's not like he's a little guy. Dumps it off. It is almost picked off. It was intended for Pablo Jackson. Alex Trejo on the coverage. Almost got it.
And once again, these Eagles right up to the line of scrimmage don't give you a chance to breathe, to get set. That's their cadence. And they don't take a long time in the snap count either. Usually they snap it on the 1st or 2nd sound.
Back to pass, and Benitez will keep it. Benitez follows his boxes across the 30, down inside the 20, down to about the 15-yard line. Benitez with a big run. Matthew Liziola brought him down. Finally, spotted on the 16. 1st and 10.
21-yard pickup for Benitez. And
High snap, but he brings it down, hands it off to Max Turner. Max pushes down inside the 10, down to about the 5-yard line, very close to a 1st down.
Yeah, looks like he did. He got the 10 yards to make 4th first down here in the early going on the drive. Eagles are knocking on the door.
Handoff. It is nothing inside. Turning it outside is the running back Pablo Jackson, and Jackson gets it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Carroll, I wanted to ask you, have you ever seen a quarterback wearing the number 0 before? because I haven't.
Not that I recall, but
I'm sure
I remember Jim Otto wore number 0.
Yeah, he's actually 00. He was the center. But there's been players with zeros, and I'm sure some more high school quarterback has been, but this is the first I've seen.
Lewis will try the point after attempt kick from placement. Granite Hills finally got an 11th player out there. Snap back, kick is up, kick is good. 9:17 to play in the first quarter. Granite Hills 7, Central nothing.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also AZA Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because AZA has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also AZA Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
And a short kick into the middle of the Spartans. And wisely, one of the upbacks just falls on it. And that, I believe, was Alex Trejo.
Very effective pooch kick. We did see in the JV game preceding this that's how they kicked off. They pooched it almost every time, not wanting a big run back.
Spartans come out. They're ready. Single setback. That is Viesca. Handoff is to Viesca. Viesca into the middle, and he'll get nothing. Jonathan Real, the quarterback, hands it off.
Nico Viesca running right into the heart of that line, and they actually are going to give him a 1-yard loss on that first carry.
Spartans are up at the line as the wide receivers and the quarterback are discussing patterns. And I don't mean dress patterns. Trips on the left side, the wide side of the field. And fake to Viesca, dump it off in the flat. It is complete. And looking for some running room and finding nothing in the middle. The Spartans reception, Nehemiah Perez.
First reception of the evening, and Perez also was brought down behind the line of scrimmage for a yard loss.
It's a completion for a yard loss.
Did we mention these Eagles have a lot of team speed?
Garcia wide on the left side. Real from the pistol. Puts Morales in motion, hands off to Viesca right up the middle, and Nico picks up about 3 yards. That'll make it 4th and 9.
We've mentioned the quickness and the speed. We've already also mentioned the size. That's a pretty deadly combination when you're bigger and faster than your opponent. It usually leads for a long night. That time Viesca was able to wedge out and get some positive yards, but Central now will punt.
The Spartans drop David Martinez back to do the punting. Now they finally have an 11th man on the field. Good snap, nice kick, and it'll be caught on the run at the 42, across the 50, across the 40, down to the 30, inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. Caught it on the fly and carried it way down, Nokoi Maddox.
Yeah, unfortunately, the kick was a nice punt, actually outkicked his coverage. And Maddox was able to turn upfield and take it down deep in Spartans territory. They start on the 26 after already scoring one touchdown.
Maddox caught it on the run and ran straight down the field. Benitez, empty backfield. Takes a snap, looks back, steps up in the pocket, is hit, spun around, and he'll be dropped. And it'll be about a 3-yard loss. And we'll give credit on that tackle to Felix Aguirre.
And that time, Carroll, we did see some of the freshman inexperience as he looked at his first read, second read, and then just took off, ran right into the tackle.
Handoff is to Turner. Turner tries the middle of the line, gets it to the 25. So he'll pick up 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 9.
Not much time to get any kind of analysis as they're right back up on the line of scrimmage, ready to snap the football, meaning these Eagles.
And looking at the offensive line of the Eagles, big splits, which gives you angles on blocks. Back to pass, dumping it off, Benitez. Complete. Down inside the 15, that pass completed to Josh Zander. It'll be 1st and 10, spotted on the 11.
Second completion and 4 attempts for the freshman Benitez.
Full house backfield. It is a handoff to Turner. Turner sweeps to the left, cuts inside, and will be swarmed on as the Spartans flow to the ball. Emiliano Morales leading the charge. 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Benitez dumps it off. It is complete. Nobody covering Turner. Turner takes the catch at the goal line and puts up 6 more points.
7-yard completion, pitch and catch as Turner came out of the backfield. And again, Centro was blitzing inside the 10-yard line, and it was well read by Benitez, and he just lobbed the ball right up over the blitzer.
They didn't give him the score. Now they gave it to him. Apparently, he was stopped just shy of the goal line. So now, quick handoff right in the middle. As I pointed out, the gaps between the offensive linemen, 2 and 3 yards, gives them an angle on their blocks, and they are big. We'll have the point after attempt here. Snap back. Kick is blocked. So we've got 4:37 to play in the first quarter. It is Granite Hills 13, Central nothing.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
And a high, deep kick. It'll be a touchback. The Spartans will put the ball in play, 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. So he can kick it where he wants to, John.
Oh, absolutely. This team well coached, and we mentioned the pooch kick. That's to give the chance of the kickoff team to recover, and that time they just kicked it deep in the end zone. We saw that with the Centro kicker a few years ago, and it's quite a weapon when you can always make the other team start on their own 20.
Real brings the team out, and he's got the pistol. Viesca right behind him. Hands off to Viesca. Viesca nothing in the middle, cuts it to the outside, and will pick up about 3 yards before 8 Eagles jump on him. Leading the charge was Demarion White, 6'4", 250-pounder, 225-pounder. I'm sorry.
And Vieska did that all on his own. He was really moving, jitterbugging, was able to step out of 2 or 3 would-be tacklers. Nice game.
It is 2nd down and 7.
Central needs to get this ball high.
Shotgun now. Real takes the snap, looks downfield, pumps, rolls to his left, looks downfield again, fires in the middle. It is complete. Threaded the needle to Emiliano Morales. Morales, the sophomore, came down with it in double coverage, John.
Yeah, excellent catch. As now, no, they're calling it incomplete. They called it complete. We saw the referee give the motion, but the one from the back judge came in and said he did not catch it.
Real again from the pistol. 3rd and 7. Hands off Vieska. Big hole. Vieska capitalizes on it and takes it out to the 30. Very, very close to a first down. And I believe he has it.
Central's first first down of the evening as the ball is across the 30. We'll call it right at the 30-yard line for a 7-yard pickup.
So the Spartan offensive line opened up a big hole for Vieska, and he knew what to do with it.
He has impressed this year with his running ability.
Real from the shotgun. Morales goes in motion, hands off to Morales on the sweep, and Morales stays on his feet, brings it out close to the 40-yard line. He'll pick up about 8. Stays in bounds. 2:50 to play in the first quarter. It is 13-0. Granite Hills leads.
Central trying to get back in this game with the sustained drive here. 2nd and short.
2nd and 3. A pickup of 7 on that jet sweep. That's more student body right, student body left, USC football, John.
Yes.
Long count. Handoff. Vieska. This time a hole looked like it opened up and then it closed immediately. And closing the hole was Moshe Talea, 6'1", 265.
We've got 3rd and 3 now, and we have wholesale changes. With coming out is Real.
Rodriguez goes in. And
I did not see if Jimenez is the quarterback now, but
Jimenez with a power I formation. Direct snap. That's the Wildcat.
and I'm not sure who the ball carrier was. It was a direct snap, and Granite Hills was certainly ready and waiting for it. Vieska took the snap straight from center.
And he'll lose a yard. It'll bring up 4th and 6.
That will be a punting situation for the Spartans. Central likes to do that wildcat when they have third and what appears to be short. Very successful with it. But remember, again, they're playing a Division I team that's actually in the open division, so they know what's coming, and they're able to stop it.
Maddox deep to receive another high punt, and Maddox will let it bounce. It'll be down at the 26-yard line. I almost saw catch interference there, John.
It was close, but the oncoming Spartan was able to sidestep, and the ball bounced and it went sideways. But we've seen Martinez 2 kicks that we have not seen yet this year. So it looks like that young man is improving by leaps and bounds each game that he gets a chance to kick.
Had a little bit of pressure on that kick and got it away. It is Eagles football, 1st and 10 on their own 26-yard line. Freshman Benitez. Zachary Benitez drops back, looks, has time, fires. It is complete out in the flat. The pass complete to Diaz. Diaz will pick up 7.
Easy pitch and catch for the Eagles as they move the ball. Yardage marker brings up 2nd and 3.
From the pistol, Jackson goes in motion, handoff up the middle, and that is Turner. Turner carries a couple of Spartans across the 50 to the 45 down to the 43-yard line. Max Turner, 5'8", 190. He's a junior. First and 10. Eagles, they're ready to play. The chains are not set yet, but they're underway. Dumping it off in the flat. It is completed to Jackson. Jackson shakes one tackle and then is knocked down hard as Gavin Mora put him on his back. Matthew Liziola had him, and then Mora with a big hit.
And now we at the end of the first quarter.
And at the end of one quarter of play, our score, it is Granite Hills 13 and the Central Spartans nothing.
Here's a message to students and parents from the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build the habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active. Be present. It all begins with showing up.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
And the Eagles, Granite Hills Eagles, with a 2nd and 7, actually 2nd and 3. Benitez dumps it off in the flat. It is complete. Gets a couple of blocks, turns it upfield, and will be chased out of bounds at about the 10-yard line. The pass completed to Brendan Lewis, another junior.
Carroll, after starting off a little slow, 1 for 3, Benitez, he's now completed 5 straight.
Well, he has no pressure. That helps. And he's got some great receivers. That helps.
Centro just jumped offside, so that'll give them a free 5 yards, which they didn't seem to need, but they'll certainly take.
Spotted just shy of the 5-yard line. It is 1st and goal from the 5, so it's touching the 5. Benitez drops back, looks, fires into the end zone. It is complete. Touchdown, Diaz with the catch. Tristan Diaz, he's a sophomore. So the Eagles put a 3rd score up on the boards.
They will go for 1 here after getting their previous PAT block.
Kick from placement. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 11:27 to play in the first half. Our score, it is Granite Hills 20, the Central Spartans nothing.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440. $2.40 for your takeout.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IVC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
And another deep kickoff. It'll be fielded inside the 5, out to the 10, to the 15, gets a wall across the 30, the 40, and pushed out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. Nice return. Arturo Estrada. Give him a spotted on the 43, so it is a 42-yard kickoff return, John.
And Arturo Estrada is their best offensive weapon this year, as he shows it once again with the big kick return.
1st and 10, Spartans. Handoff is Vieska, nothing inside, but the big guy comes around the corner and catches him from behind. And when I say big guy, I'm talking about Moshe Telea, 6'1", 265. And did you see that speed, John?
Yeah, he was running just as fast as Vieska. He's not only fast, but he's quick. No gain on that one.
2nd and 10. From the pistol, Jimenez, the quarterback. Jimenez hands off. Again, Vieska into the middle. Vieska will pick up a yard, not much more, as the 210-pound Spartan offensive line was being pushed back by the 260-pound Granite Hills defensive line, John.
And that was actually Brendan Mayo getting his first carry of the evening. He did push the pile out for a yard gain.
Jimenez under center right now. Now he backs off. Mayo is the single setback. Trips on the left side. Back to pass. Jimenez chased out of the pocket, running for his life, fires downfield, and he was hit after he threw it, and it's going to be a 15-yard gain after the incomplete pass. That was very obvious, and Jimenez lucky to get up, John.
And that will be Central's second first down. Excellent play by the Central Spartans quarterback, Jimenez, as if he would have been able to get his feet a little more set. He had a wide open receiver, and he threw it right at his feet, so he wasn't able to make the catch on the other end. But Jimenez showed some real good escapability, and he also showed his arm. He threw a dart down the field.
Jimenez. Luis Jimenez is the quarterback. Braden Mayo, single setback.
And
Nehemiah Perez in the slot, left side.
Luis is a sophomore.
Snap back, handoff. It is Mayo up the middle. Mayo out to the 40. That's in Eagle territory. Mayo has a little bit more quick than Vieska. Not quite the power.
And Vieska's got a little more of that shimmy escapability as he's able to make tacklers miss. But both of them, you have that dual running back attack. Mayo is a senior. Vieska's still a junior.
He's listed at 5'8", 150. I don't think he is 150, but back to pass. Jimenez fires, and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Estrada. Estrada well covered aggressively by Eric Grant.
Yeah, Grant was there right exactly when the ball got there. Very close to being pass interference. Estrada now split wide out to the right, 3 wide outs to the left.
I'd say he's their best DB because he's the one that is on Estrada. Fires, it is complete, and out the flat to Morales. And Morales will pick up about 8 yards.
It looks like it's close to the first down, but they're going to mark it just short. So that'll bring up 4th and 1, and the Spartans are going for it.
Wait a minute. No, they just called it a first down. So it is a first down at the 30-yard line. Luis Jimenez, the quarterback. Braden Mayo, the single setback. It is Mayo, goes off left tackle and is sandwiched. Oh! And one of the Eagles lost his helmet, so he's going to have to trot off.
We really saw the example of the team speed, that it looked like there was a huge hole there and it just collapsed, as Mayo did get a nice 3-yard pickup.
And again, Mayo has some quickness.
But that time, the hole just completely collapsed on him, as Jimenez has a nice little drive going here.
2nd and 8. Spartans with their best offensive performance so far tonight. Rolling to his right, looking, fires, and it is incomplete. No, he caught it. Side judge says Emiliano Morales caught it. And he'll pick up about 3 yards. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Morales had to dive to the ground to catch it, so it was a super catch, a highlight catch.
3rd and 5. Luis Jimenez engineering this drive. Braden Mayo doing the running from the backfield.
And Morales on the receiving end of both passes.
Jimenez, it's tipped and goes incomplete. Big rush coming in by McCoy Maddox.
That would have been completed as the receiver was open, but
Maddox got a finger on it.
That did disrupt the flight of the football, and it fluttered to the ground, as Central is going to go for this.
4th and 5. It is on Granite Hills 25. Jimenez takes a snap, looks under big pressure. He'll be sacked. Coming through was Demarion White. Sacked Luis Jimenez for about an 8-yard loss. So it will be 1st and 10 Granite Hills, spotted on their own 36-yard line.
And that time we did see the inexperience of Jimenez getting his varsity action this year as a sophomore. He did the right thing. His reads, all the players were covered, so he either should have taken off a little bit sooner or just thrown the ball away. He hesitated, and that ended up with the big sack.
Benitez drops back, looking, rolling, dumps it off in the middle of that middle screen with a catch is Jackson across the 50, across the 40, and is finally brought down as Nehemiah Perez brought him down.
A big gain all the way across midfield.
1st and 10 Eagles from the Spartans 43. Handoff. It is Maddox up the middle. Got a big hole across the 40 down inside the 30 at the 28-yard line. And on the tackle for the Spartans, Elijah Acevedo.
6 straight completions now for Benitez.
10, Benitez rolling to his right, looking downfield, looking, dumps it off. Got a man wide open at the 10. Will go inside the 10 into the end zone, touchdown, but there are 2 flags on the field.
We may have an ineligible receiver downfield, so we'll have to wait and see what the call is. It looks like it is coming back.
Ineligible receiver downfield, according to J.J. Jackson, and he ought to know.
Well, the offensive lineman can only go 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. And one of the big interior linemen, and they're all big, so it's kind of hard to miss the guy that weighs over 300 pounds when he's down near the 10-yard line.
6:11 to play in the first half. Benitez with the snap. Benitez rolling to his right, fires downfield and throws it away. It'll go incomplete.
So as we mentioned, after 6 straight completions, a misfire. As you did have a player open, but at the same time, he was getting some pressure, so very wisely threw the ball away. So you can see the development of this freshman now playing in his 4th game. He's starting to get a feel for this varsity level football. And Granite Hills is expecting big things out of him, not only this year, but for the next 3 after.
It is 2nd and 15. The handoff, it is Jackson. Pedro Jackson. Pablo.
There's a big hit down there by the Central Spartans that looked like Jackson had some running room, and then he was planted after a 6-yard pickup.
3rd and 9. Benitez has time, fires, it is complete. And inside the 10-yard line, Ingram on the catch.
These Granite Hill Eagles like to spread the ball around, and they've used 5 different receivers now as they put the ball inside the 10 for 1st and goal.
Trenton Ingram had that catch. It'll be 1st and goal.
And Central takes the timeout.
Timeout on the field, 5:26 to play in the first half. It is Granite Hills 20, the Central Spartans, nothing.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Azza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
It's high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the KXO YouTube channel going worldwide. It is 1st and goal, Eagles from the 9-yard line.
Twin backs for the first time tonight, Carroll.
Benitez looks, fires into the corner of the end zone. He's got a man wide open, he caught it, but he was 5 yards out of bounds.
That formation for the first time, the Eagles had both Jackson and Max Turner in the backfield. Now it looks like we're having a discussion. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Coaches are out on the field. Is there a player injured over here in the corner?
I think there is the intended receiver, and we were not able to get his number. I think he went into a fence. He was that far out of bounds, John.
And he was concentrated, watching the ball into his hands. And so, yes, that is exactly what happened as now the Granite Hills coaching staff has come across. Centro right away was down there. So we do have timeout on the field.
Timeout on the field. Our score, Granite Hills 20, the Central Spartans nothing.
McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party. With party platters, choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Okay, John Driffill, so far we've seen Granite Hills, and we have seen a pretty doggone good football team.
Well, that's why they're defending state champions. And again, at the Division II level, there's about 13 different levels. So when you get down around, level 9, 10, you're talking competitive football with what Central and the Valley puts up. But when you're up there in the small numbers, this is a powerhouse team, and they're showing why. They have a very efficient offense. Their defense is huge, as the player is up now, and he's jogging across the field, so that's good to see.
And that is Brendan Lewis. Lewis will head to the sideline.
And the Eagles already, offense is up over the football. They're ready to hike it, while Centro is still on the sidelines huddling with their coaches.
And there still are the trainers on the field. So we've got 5:20 to play in the first half. And we don't have any scores, John.
That's because we're the only game in town.
Exactly.
Second straight week, Thursday night football, and we'll follow it up again next week.
We'll do it for a third time. We'll keep doing it till we get it right. So they now have the replacement for Lewis. Dumping it off is Benitez. Benitez will complete the pass, and it'll be down to the 1 yard line.
Just short of the goal line. So that
Brian Querney.
That will bring up 3rd and goal. As Benitez showed his arm, he's got a rocket back there as he fired that ball.
3rd and goal from the 1. Empty backfield, but dumping it into the end zone, complete for the touchdown. And the pass completed to Trenton Ingram.
That is the Eagles' 4th touchdown here in the first half.
The Eagles will try the point after attempt kick from placement.
And I would expect, Carroll, that coaches from around the Valley are here watching this game tonight, scouting, Imperial, Brawley.
Kick is up. The kick is good. 4:46 to play in the first half. It's Granite Hills 27, Central nothing.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburgers. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
John, Broken Yoke Cafe. You want to talk football? You can talk with a couple of former Spartan quarterbacks, the Ayers, at the Broken Yoke.
They're the ones that are the owners.
The Eagles will kick off. And it's another one of those pooch kicks that'll bounce and go out of bounds. So, choice time for the Spartans. Take it where it went out, because it went out at about the 33-yard line.
And if they want to, they can make them put it on the 35, which that's your option, or make them move back 5 yards and kick it again. So I would assume that the Spartans will take it on the 35.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Spartans.
And Jimenez does lead them back out on the field.
And in the backfield with him, I believe that's Fiesca, isn't it?
Looks like his profile from here. As now they're putting the ball up on the 38. So maybe it went out of bounds on the 38. Central said, yeah, we'll take it up there.
1st and 10 Spartans from their own 38-yard line. Jimenez hands off. That is Fiesca. Fiesca will power across the 40 to the 41-yard line. Luis Jimenez has been running the last several series.
We do see some cleaner uniforms on the defensive line for the Eagles, as it is a very hot night, especially for them coming over from El Cajon.
It gets hot and smoggy in El Cajon, John.
Not quite the temperatures we have here.
No. 2nd and 7. Rolling to his right, looking, caught downfield at the 45, across the 50, breaks a tackle down to the 43-yard line. The ball pops loose, but he was already down. The catch, Emiliano Morales.
It looks like Jimenez and Morales have really developed a chemistry, as that is Morales' third completion here in the first half. Biggest gain by Central on the night for 16 yards.
They're both sophomores, and that may have something to do with it, John.
And it does bode well for Central's future.
1st and 10. Morales goes in motion, rolling, and it is dumped off to Morales, and the Eagles swarm to the football. In on the tackle was Demarion White. White a little bit slow getting up, so Emiliano helps him.
That's a 2-yard pickup, but what this could be setting up is, obviously, the Eagles realize that that is Morales' 4th catch. So maybe Estrada's going to break himself loose, as he has been single covered.
And covered tight, which has opened it up for Morales, obviously. And it is Viesca up the middle. Viesca across the 40 to the 38-yard line. On the tackle, Trevor Smith. It'll be 3rd and 7.
We can see Central's philosophy and then the defensive philosophy of the Eagles, as they have a player playing right up on Estrada, and then they also have a cornerback that comes over. So he is literally being double-teamed.
Jimenez has Viesca behind him. The clock is running. We're down to 2 minutes.
Looks like Pena might want to take a timeout here, as he's standing there watching the clock.
The coach calls a timeout. We'll take a timeout. 1:53 to play in the first half. It is Granite Hills 27, the Central Spartans nothing.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Your favorite NFL team plays on Imperial Valley's AM 1230, Kxo El Centro.
Central Spartans have the football. It is 3rd and 7. The ball is on the Granite Hills Eagles 39-yard line.
And this is 2-down territory, Carroll. I'm sure that's one of the things that the Spartans were discussing during the timeout, calling 2 plays.
From the shotgun this time, Jimenez puts Perez in motion, drops back, looking downfield, and will overthrow Arturo Estrada. Double coverage on Estrada that time. Going to bring up 4th down and 7. And I think the Spartans will go for it.
They are looking to the sidelines. Coach Pena signaling in the play right now. And as you mentioned, Arturo Estrada double-teamed. He's double-teamed on every snap. So these Granite Hills Eagles, they know who the best player on the Spartan squad is.
Jimenez has the sign. It is signaled in from Pena, the coach. Rolling to his left, looking, gets a block, fires outfield, intended for Estrada, and again he is double-teamed. He's got the corner on him, and then the safety drifts over and picks up the coverage. So the Eagles will take over on downs. It'll be 1st and 10, Granite Hills. They'll have it on their own 39-yard line. They have a 27-0 lead, a minute 43. And don't you know they want to go in with another score, John?
Well, they do have all 3 timeouts, so this could be a very long minute 43. Arturo Estrada now playing deep safety.
Benitez. Empty backfield. Benitez drops back, dumps it off nice and easy. And the catch completed to Pablo Jackson. Jackson across the 45 to the 50. Down to the 45-yard line in Spartan territory. The clock continues to roll.
16-yard pickup. We'll have all the stats at halftime.
2-minute drill experience for the freshman quarterback. This time he dumps it off. It'll be short. Again, intended for Jackson. Incomplete.
Carroll, before the game, I always enjoy checking out the other team's coaching staff. And the Granite Hills Eagles, as you would expect for an open division football team, had 17 coaches out on the field preparing them for this game.
Empty backfield. Benitez chased, almost got caught, but then dumps it off over the middle. It is complete. It'll be good for a first down and more across the 30 down to about the 23-yard line. The pass completed to Brendan Lewis.
That time, Benitez showed us his capability as he got out of the pocket, took off running, was able to complete the pass.
Lewis, the one shaken up earlier. Benitez chased out of the pocket. He'll be hit. He'll be dropped. And they say he's down by contact on the tackle. Josiel Rodriguez.
Let's see if Granite Hills is going to exercise their timeouts as the clock is in motion.
Play coming in from the sideline. .40 seconds and clock running. This probably will be the final play of the first half. Fires into the corner of the end zone, incomplete. Ingram at 6'4", couldn't get up high enough to bring that one in. It'll bring up a 3rd and 10.
And that does stop the clock. Granite Hills apparently content to take at least some of their 3 timeouts in with them at halftime.
Can't use them in the second half. Benitez has Maddox next to him, hands off to Maddox. Maddox is hit and will be pushed back and in for the Spartans, Gavin Mora, and also Isaiah Aguirre.
That brings up 4th down, and I would expect perhaps a field goal attempt if they have the time to get it off.
Inside of 10 seconds to play, the clock continues to run, and I don't see a timeout.
And here it comes. Granite Hills is going to take a timeout right
now. They'll take the timeout with 1 second to play.
This is good practice, Carroll. You get this field goal, you might need it later on down the road. You're playing an open division championship game. You need a field goal to win it. They're on the 24-yard line, so you're looking at about a 41-yarder.
And it was a great 2-minute drill as well.
But that's the whole offense appears to be a 2-minute drill. They just don't take any kind of rest or respite, and here we do. It's going to be a 41-yard attempt.
41 yards out. It is Trent Willock. He's a junior.
And he has made a 40-yarder this year already.
Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is
short.
Just short. That's the end of the first half. At the end of one half of football, our score, Granite Hills 27, the Centro Spartans, nothing.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu. The future is in your hands.
The Central Union High School District says, Happy Attendance Awareness Month. That's right. September is Attendance Awareness Month. And Southwest High School, Central Union High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High School, and the Central Union Adult School and Mount Signal Virtual Academy remind you that attendance leads to a culture of achievement every day, all year long. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4440 for your takeout.
Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Well, it's a Thursday night football game. The Centro Spartans entertaining the Granite Hills Eagles, and the Spartans being very gracious hosts. They've given up 27 points to the Eagles, and the Spartans at this point unable to score. Not that they haven't shown some offense. They at times have been able to move the football, but it is a much bigger, and I'd say probably a much quicker, faster Granite Hills team. Remember, Granite Hills, the defending Division II state champions, this year playing up a notch in Division I, rated like number 3 in the San Diego section, and watching them play tonight, you can see why they are so highly regarded. Our game tonight, the only high school football game in the Valley. Coming up tomorrow night, it'll be Palo Verde. The Yellow Jackets will visit Imperial to take on the Tigers. Mickey Dale, George Grijalva will have that game, and it'll be live on AM 1230 and live on the KXO YouTube channel. One of the neat things about YouTube, if you're listening to us now on the YouTube channel, during the live broadcast, you can comment. You can tell us where you are. You can tell us what you did when you were in high school. That ability is there on YouTube. Anyway, tomorrow night, it'll be Palo Verde and Imperial on AM 1230 and live on the KXO YouTube channel. Other action in the Valley tomorrow night, well, pretty much everybody's going to be around, and you're going to have a chance to watch some good high school football. Southwest will be at La Quinta up in the Coachella Valley, Calexico at Holtville, Vincent Memorial at Mountain Empire, Brawley at University City, and Southwest San Diego will take on Calipatri at 6 p.m. in the Hornets' Nest. John Driffill will have some numbers for you when we come back.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Azza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Did you know that about 1,000 students from around the Imperial Valley are getting a jump on their college careers by attending IBC classes right now on their own high school campus? Ask us about our dual enrollment programs, available to students at most Imperial Valley high schools. Get started now at the #1 community college in the nation. Check us out. For information, go to imperial.edu and search dual enrollment. That's imperial.edu.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Well, we are at the half. Granite Hills leads the Central Spartans 27-0. John, I can almost guarantee you the numbers are going to reflect that.
Oh, absolutely. There's no doubt this is dominant by the Granite Hills Eagles from the Open Division and San Diego section. And this freshman phenom quarterback, Zachary Benitez, has shown us that he's everything that they said he was, and perhaps even more. I've never seen a freshman with such poise. He's got a gun for an arm. I imagine he plays baseball. He's a pitcher. He's big. So as a freshman, perhaps he's one of those kids that stayed back a year in school like they do in Texas, because he just, from everything from appearance to ability, he just does not look to be a freshman. And he has led this team and to a 27-0 halftime lead. Granite Hills, as you mentioned, has totally dominated the stats. 14 rushes for 104 yards. 13 for 19 is the freshman Benitez for 162 yards, giving the Eagles 266 total yards in the first half. Extrapolate that out, that's more than 500 yards. And remember, high school, they only play 48 minutes. It's not a 60-minute game like the college or the pros. So over 500 yards, you put that at a 60-minute game, and you're talking 700 and something yards. So they have run up and down the field. They put the ball in the end zone 4 times. The only hiccup was they blocked PAT. We'll be back with more after this.
Wake up with us at Broken Yoke Cafe. Open daily at 7 a.m. Serving you your favorite breakfast. From omelets, pancakes, how about eggs Benedict, waffles, and yes, Mexican breakfast too. Broken Yoke Cafe also serves lunch till 2 p.m. From sandwiches, salads, and yes, of course, the all-American cheeseburger. You can order online at Broken Yoke Cafe El Centro or call 760-352-9655. That's 352-9655.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Connecticut, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Welcome back to Cal Jones Field, where at the half, the visiting Granite Hills Eagles are leading the Central Spartans 27-0. We mentioned that Granite Hills has run for 104 yards, thrown for 162, giving them 266 total yards, 12 first downs, and just as impressive, no fumbles, no interceptions. We'll be back to take a look at what Central's done after this.
Attention high school sports fans, are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu. The future is in your hands.
Welcome back to Cal Jones Field, where at the half, the Central Spartans trail the visiting Eagles 27-0. On Central side of the football, they have 14 rushes for only 19 yards. 5 for 10 is a duo quarterbacking of Real and Jimenez. That 5 for 10 was able to get 29 total yards, giving Central 48 total yards in the first half. They do have 4 first downs, and just as impressive as the Granite Hills Eagles, they have not turned the ball over. No fumbles or no interceptions. We'll be back to take a look at the individual stats for Central after this.
The Central Union High School District says Happy Attendance Awareness Month. That's right. September is Attendance Awareness Month. And Southwest High School, Central Union High School, Desert Oasis High School, Phoenix Rising High School, and the Central Union Adult School and Mount Signal Virtual Academy remind you that attendance leads to a culture of achievement every day, all year long. Be active, be present. It all begins with showing up.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do. Stan's Auto Body has been serving customers in the Imperial Valley for many years now. Their mission is to be recognized as a premier provider of auto body repair services. Stan's Auto Body also works closely with you and your insurance company on your collision repair. They're committed to delivering superior quality and customer service by exceeding your expectations. Stan's Auto Body thanks you for making them #1 with CarWise.com. Give them a call or stop by 1880 West Euclid Avenue in El Centro.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada, fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro.
Welcome back to Cal Jones Field. We're at the half. The visiting Eagles lead the homestanding Spartans 27-0. We mentioned that Central has 19 rushing yards. That does include a 10-yard sack on the sophomore quarterback, Luis Jimenez. Other than that, you had Emiliano Morales getting 1 carry for 7 yards. Brandon Mayo getting 3 carries for 5 yards. And as always this year, the main workhorse getting 9 carries in the first half for 17 yards is Nico Viesca. The 5 receptions were only spread out among 2 different receivers. First, you had Nehemiah Perez getting 1 catch for -1. And because Artie Estrada was being double-teamed every single snap, that did leave Emiliano Morales not uncovered but facing single coverage, and he was able to beat that 4 times for a total of 30 yards, giving Central 48 total yards. We'll be back with the second half kickoff after this.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Azza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Azza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Azza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444. Your takeout.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Calexico, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Calexico at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
We're at the half. The Central Spartans trail Granite Hills 27-0. The Spartans will get the kickoff to start the second half. And the numbers weren't, they're not going to jump out at you. The Spartan numbers not jumping out at you, but they were able to move the football from time to time. And that is going to be important in the second half if they're going to make it respectable.
Well, this is without a doubt the most talented team they will play this year, even in the playoffs. So this is a good experience for them. You're getting certainly a lot of resistance. Things you're running just aren't working. And Coach Pena and his coaching staff do a great job of keeping the kids from getting frustrated. You keep playing the game. Sometimes the other guys are just bigger, faster, and better, and that appears to be the case tonight. But Central does not quit. There's no give up in this squad. And as last year when they played this Granite Hills team over there and took a licking, they did keep on ticking. They came right back, and that gave them a nice springboard off into they put about 5 straight victories in a row. If this score holds for the remainder of the game, then that will leave Central at 3-2. And at the start of the year, Carroll, the schedule that Central had by far the toughest in the Valley, and it would be one that many people thought that 3-2 was the absolute best that it could have been. Many people thought that it might even have been 2-3 or even 1-4 or even 0-5. They played very good teams. Palm Desert appeared to be a little bit down after beating Central the last 2 years. So that was a game that actually turned out to be a good victory for Central, and a game that many people thought they'd have trouble winning. So Central, again, if they leave this field tonight with a 3-2 record headed into next week playing the team from Yuma, and then from there on into the IVL, they should be ready to play. They're certainly going to be tested with some excellent teams that they played. They've seen all kinds of defenses, all kinds of offenses. And this offense right here is one of the best, not only in San Diego County, but in the state.
One of the things that you can take away from this game is, okay, we played a very good team. We learned, and it is a learning experience. You don't want to get anybody hurt, obviously, particularly with league coming up in 2 weeks. So, you know, you're going to Get out there. You're going to play hard. You're going to find out what works. You're going to make adjustments. And when you're 170 pounds and you're trying to block a guy that's 265, you learn. And it may be a hard lesson, but, by the end of the game, you may have learned how you can get an edge on the guy. Maybe just by stepping on his foot. But you learn what might work. We're getting ready for the second half kickoff. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Nicky Dale, George Grajava, Imperial will host the Palo Verde Yellow Jackets. Palo Verde, there's no easy marks in the Valley, in the Imperial Valley League, or for that matter, even in the Desert League, John.
Yeah, Palo Verde, they have won CIF the last 2 years, first in 5 and then last year in 4, as we're ready for the kickoff.
And we are set. Let's see what they do with it. It is an onside kick, and it is fielded cleanly by one of the Spartans. And give props to the coverage there. And I'd love to tell you who it was, but I believe it was Isaiah Aguirre, but caught it and went down. And is there a problem with Granite Hills doing an onside kickoff, leading 27-0? No.
This is
all.
their preseason, too. They're going into league next week. So they're trying to do all kinds of things, giving visiting coaches stuff to look at as well.
Spartans, 1st and 10 on their own 45-yard line, throw a dart in the middle, and it is Real back in at quarterback. Real threw the dart to Nehemiah Perez on that slant over the middle.
9-yard pickup.
2nd and 1. Real has Viesca in the backfield with him. It's the Jonathan and Nico show. Estrada on the right side, single coverage. Long count. And the handoff, it is Viesca in the middle. Viesca is just shy of the first down. John, on the long count, what the Spartans are doing is they want to keep the football as long as they can. And if that means you take the full time before, you get flagged for delay, you do that.
That's what you want to do. You want to keep their offense off the field as long as you can. As the Wildcat has come out now, that means Viesca will be taking the direct snap. 3rd and 1.
3rd and a short yard. Wildcat with Viesca.
Gavin Moore in front of Viesca.
And Viesca will have the first down and then be pushed back, way back. But his forward progress should give him the first down, John.
Yeah, they're standing on the down yard to make, and so it will be first down as the Wildcat did pick up the necessary 1 yard. It's back out on the field now is Jonathan Real. And leading this game, 27-0, has not changed the defensive philosophy. Once again, we see that Audie Estrada is double covered. There's a man about, I'd say maybe 4 feet in front of him, and then another man that's about 5 yards behind that.
From the pistol. Real takes it to Viesca, fires downfield, and it is caught. But there's flags all over the place as finally Estrada got open. And when he got open, Eric Grant smothered him. So it'll be incomplete. He lost it when he hit the ground.
It's pass interference.
He will get the pass interference penalty.
So this will be an automatic first down. So Centro with a nice drive starting this second half. As that time, Estrada did beat the double coverage and was brought down before the ball got there.
Estrada again picked up by Grant. Real from the shotgun this time. Back to pass. Chase dumps it off. It is Estrada in the middle. Cuts across the 10 down to the 5-yard line before he is pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, that's that inside flanker screen. And Estrada is deadly when he catches out under a full head of steam. And he was able to break the line of scrimmage. Took it down inside the 20. Looks like they're going to mark it. It will be 1st and 10.
1st and 10 spotted on the 15. Real has Fiesca right behind him. Long count, takes the snap, hands off. It is Fiesca. Fiesca across the 10 down to the 6-yard line. Fiesca with a quick hitter, finally brought down by Parker Vance.
And Carroll, you could hear the frustration across the way. People are yelling, snap the ball, as they're wondering why Central, but that's why they're doing this long count.
It has thrown Granite Hills timing off. You see their defensive down linemen bobbing up and down. They're anticipating a snap, and they can't hold that 3-point stance forever. Do you see what Real is doing? He just signaled to Fiesca where to go. And it'll be Real on a quarterback keeper.
Very close, but not quite to the goal line. They're going to mark him just short, so that'll bring him
inside, just inside the 5. It is the Central Spartans, the Granite Hills Eagles. Spartans have the ball, 2nd and goal, just inside the 5-yard line. Real takes the snap, fires into the end zone. It is picked off in the end zone. He threw it into triple coverage, intended to get Artie Estrada. The pass intercepted by Parker Vance. Vance will bring it out to about the 8-yard line. The Spartans trail 27-0. That was far and away their best drive of the evening. And Real tried to force it into triple coverage, John.
And that is the first turnover by either team here tonight, as the Granite Hills Eagles do stand strong inside their 10. Looks like they're taking over the ball. I believe they're going to place it down on the 8-yard line.
It is 1st and 10. Eagles from their own 8-yard line. Again, they lead 27-0. Snap and handoff is to the first back through, and that would be Pablo Jackson. Pablo had a pretty good first half, John.
Yes, he's got some real quickness, and he not only can run, but he does catch the ball, as they do some of those jet sweeps with Pablo Jackson. That time he was held for no gain.
2nd and 10. Handoff. This time it's Maddox. Maddox, the power back. Maddox is met, and there's a big scrum out about the 15 as he pushes forward. Let's see where they give him forward progress.
Yeah, that was one of those times where you wonder when they're going to finally blow the whistle, and they just don't, because that's the new 21st century football where you can play like a rugby scrum, and Maddox moved the pile 8 yards forward.
3rd and 2. The freshman, Benitez, hands off, first back through, gets out close to a first down.
He does have enough that will give the Granite Hills Eagles their first down of the evening as they move it out to the 19 after that 3-yard pickup.
Gavin Mora on the tackle. It is First and 10. Handoff. It is the handoff to Jackson, Pablo Jackson, 5'7", 165. He's a junior. We pointed out that Zachary Benitez, the quarterback, is a 6'2", 200-pound freshman. And he does not play like a freshman. Full house backfield. Fake to one of the backs, dumps it off downfield, and it goes incomplete. It was intended for Brendan Lewis.
First pass attempt here in the second half for Benitez is an incompleted pass.
It'll be 3rd and 5. Timeout on the field. There's an injury on the field. We'll take a timeout. It is high school football. We are now live on AM 1230, KXO El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel.
McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party with party platters. Choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Mart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
Build your future at CET, the Center for Employment Training. CET has been serving farm workers since 1967. Grants are available so that farm workers and their children can attend at no cost. See if you qualify at cetweb.edu. Farm worker admissions. Enroll at any time. All programs can be completed in under a year, and job placement assistance and financial aid are available to those who qualify. Call 800-533-2519 or go to cetweb.edu. The future is in your hands.
Felix Aguirre came off the field on his own power. It'll be 3rd and 5, Granite Hills.
Which was a very good sign, Carroll, the way he was able to trot off the field.
Benitez takes the snap, looks, fires it off in the flat, and it'll go incomplete. The pass intended for Josh Zander.
This brings up an interesting 4th down, 4th and 5 on your own 24, and it looks like we're going to get the first punt of the evening for Granite Hills. Carroll, it's interesting. When you were playing, remember when the guard used to come in to the huddle and relay the play to the team? Granite Hills does a version of that where the guard comes out while they're all lined up. At the line of scrimmage, it tells them to play.
4th and 5. Granite Hills will punt for the first time tonight. I believe that's Estrada deep to receive the punt. Big rush, run into the kicker, and that'll come back. Big rush and running into the kicker, who is getting up very slowly. And the kicker, Brendan Lewis, was shaken up earlier when he ran out of bounds and into a fence.
Yeah, unfortunately, Central just trying to do a little bit too much. The snap was good. The kicker a little bit slow, but he got it away, and you're hoping that Central would get a hand on it so it would nullify the contact. But that will keep the ball with the Granite Hills Eagles, and you would think that would certainly give them the impetus now after this 15-yard marker if it's going to put the ball down near the 40-yard line, that they're back out on the field. And see if you can pick up what I'm saying, Carroll, how the messenger guard, runs out to the field, not to the huddle, and gives them the play as we are 1st and 10 here.
1st and 10. Benitez dumps it off. It's a little flanker screen and finding some room and getting out to the 40. But one of the reasons he had room was there was a hole.
Yeah, this one's going to come back.
It's coming back. Josh Zander with a takedown opened up the hole.
So now and it was not a roughing the kicker, it was a running into the kicker. That's only 5 yards, but that's exactly what they needed for the first down.
And there was no malicious intent. The Spartan and the Eagle that were involved helped each other, and nobody was seriously hurt. No harm, no foul, other than first down.
Spot foul on that hold is a 6-yard negative, so it's 1st and 16.
And the handoff, Maddox. Maddox breaks across the 40 out to about the 44-yard line. Maddox with a big gain, finally brought down by Emiliano Morales, 5'10", 165-pound sophomore.
21-yard pickup.
It's high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro. Benitez looking, fires. It is complete across the 50 and pushed out of bounds. Brandon Flores with the catch.
That is the first completion here in the third quarter for Benitez. That's a 6-yard pickup.
Spotted on the 49 in Spartan territory, 2nd and 3. Benitez, plenty of time all night, fires. It's low, it's complete. The pass caught by Max Turner. Good for first down. Spotted on the Spartan 40-yard line. Eagles are driving.
And Benitez seems to get hot. Once he gets that first completion, he runs off a string. In the first half, it was 6 straight.
Inside of 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. And it is Lewis with the handoff. Lewis turns it outside, breaks a tackle, carries it down to the 31-yard line.
9-yard pickup, and because of the effective passing of Benitez, that does loosen up the defense.
Clock continues to run. And the handoff, it is Pablo Jackson. Jackson to the 30.
Should be enough for a first down.
Good no call on the officials. One of the Spartans running off the field didn't quite make it to the sideline. No call. Good no call.
Yeah, he was right there by the hash mark, did not have anything to do with the play, no interference. As the Eagles, as always, right up on the line of scrimmage with triple wideouts to the right.
1st and 10. Benitez hands off, and it is Parker. Parker down to the 15, dragging the Spartans, Gavin Mora, with him.
All of this after that 4th down, running into the kicker, nullified what would have been a Central drive.
Take it inside, toss it outside. Ingram with the catch. Ingram is tossed down for no gain.
There's already Estrada over there on the play showing that he's a football player. He can play offense and defense.
So no gain. It'll be 2nd and 10. The ball is on the 15. Inside of 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Benitez on a little bit of a delay, hands it off to Parker, and Parker will skate into the end zone.
That was an unusual formation, and Parker actually looked like he was going to run the wheel route where you go in motion running behind the line of scrimmage and then circle out. And then he just stopped and came back and took the handoff, and wide open hole around the right for a 15-yard touchdown.
I said Parker, it is actually Turner that carried it in. We'll have the point after attempt. Once again on special teams, waiting for the 11th man. Snap back, kick is up, and the kick is good. 1:46 to play in the third quarter. It is Granite Hills 34 and the Central Spartans nothing.
You are listening to high school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro and on the World Wide Web at kxoradio.com.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill want us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
Deep to receive. Artie Estrada, single setback. Are they going to kick it to him?
I would think not. They have not kicked it to him all night. They remember that the return that he showed 2 weeks ago against Ramona.
It is another one of those pooch kicks, and it is caught. And lunging forward for about another 3 yards after the catch.
Yeah, on that play, that was Gavin Moore, who was sent in by the coaching staff and told exactly what they thought was going to happen, which was that little pooch kick. And if he hadn't caught it, it would have hit him right on the helmet. It was exactly where the coaches placed him, and he took it uphill for a 3-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 1st and 10 for Central now on their own 39.
And taking the snap is Real, firing downfield, and incomplete. It was intended for Nehemiah Perez. On the coverage, Jordan Glaze cut for the ball, and I think he got a finger on it, John. Had he made the interception, he would have been long gone.
But at the same time, what he did was he interrupted the vision of the ball into Perez, and so that was enough of a distraction. He wasn't able to bring the ball in.
Mayo in the backfield with Real. Mayo with the handoff. Mayo right behind one of the big offensive linemen. Will pick up about 6 yards. It'll bring up 3rd and 4.
As the Eagles now appear to look for pass every play, so Central's able to pick up a nice gain there for Mayo.
Minute and 10 to play in the 3rd quarter.
And we can see the opposite sides of the coin where Central just waits and waits for the clock to run down before they snap it. Whereas the Eagles, they snap it within 10 seconds each play.
Real from the pistol. Real will dump it off. It is complete. And picking up a 1st down for the Spartans, Emiliano Morales. He was brought down by Jonathan De Leon.
Morales' first catch of the evening tonight is good for a 6-yard 1st down. Excuse me, first catch here in the second half.
We're talking about the messenger guards. I did a lot of running the plays in from the sideline. 1st and 10, Spartans right on the midfield stripe. And again, it's got the Eagles a little bit discombobulated taking that much time. Pass slant over the middle, incomplete, intended for Morales. I did a lot of that my junior year, John, and I always made it a point to stand by the coach, and the coach, okay, tell him 43 dive, tell him 33 cross, whatever. Whatever the play was, it wasn't to me. 2nd and 10, it is Mayo, nothing inside, he tries to get it outside, gets a block, and will take it down to about the 46-yard line. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. At the end of 3 quarters of play, our score, it is Granite Hills 34, the Central Spartans nothing.
Attention high school sports fans. Are you an armchair official? You know, the parent or fan who constantly yells at the referees and loves to let everyone know just how bad you think they are. Well, if you think you could do better, then get in the game and prove it. It's time for you to suit up and make the calls where they actually count. Every sport in California needs more officials. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
Johnny's Burritos, an Imperial Valley tradition since 1963. 3 locations, Raleigh, Imperial, and El Centro. Delicious burritos, including your favorite breakfast burritos, made just the way you like it. Tacos and taquitos, sandwiches, burgers, carne asada fries, and so much more. And don't forget their delicious Johnny's sweet tea. Johnny's Burritos in Raleigh, Imperial and El Centro.
Central Spartans trailed 34-0 as we start the fourth quarter. Spartans made some adjustments at the half. They've been able to move the football, have been unable to get it into the end zone.
Jonathan Real does remain at quarterback.
It is 3rd and 6. Pieska is in at running back. Fake it to him, rolling to his left, dumping it underneath, and incomplete, in and out of the arms of Nehemiah Perez. And Perez got tattooed by Trevor Smith for his trouble.
And as so often we see, he actually tried to turn upfield and run before he secured the ball, made the catch, and that's why he was not able to make the catch. We've seen that a lot as now Central is dropping back into punt formation.
And dropping back, David Martinez. We have seen him uncork a couple of boomers, John.
Yes, although I'm not sure you want to kick it to Jackson back there for these Eagles. He's quite a return man.
High snap, get to a very high short kick. It'll bounce at the 32 and be down right there by the Spartans. It'll be 1st and 10 Eagles.
Yeah, and Central's going to get this ball back because this looks like a roughing the kicker. And that's, it's a personal foul as Martinez is still down. Two players came in and really laid the wood to him, really took a hit as he was extended full, and he's still down there. So certainly hope it wasn't retribution, but both players really took a shot at a player who was very vulnerable, and it is going to be a first down for the Spartans.
We'll take a timeout. 10:56 to play in this football game. It is Granite Hills 34. The Central Spartans, nothing.
Here's a message to students and parents from the Central Union High School District. Showing up is a valuable life habit. Build the habit of good attendance. Attending school every day is possible, and it helps students learn and grow. Attending school improves mental health through socializing, developing friendships, and forming relationships. Be active. Be present. It all begins with showing up.
Martinez walking off the field under his own power. The Spartans.
As we are going to have a running clock right now, J.J. Jackson is telling the clock official, get the clock running.
Well, one of the things is, for both teams, you don't want to get anybody hurt.
As now we do have a player coming out on the field, a late addition. He is the left tackle, so that is a rather important position.
It'll be 1st and 10 Spartans. Real drops back, fires, and did he catch it?
It appears to be a catch as going down, Morales was able to catch it, rolling on the turf.
It'll be a pickup of 7, 2nd and 3. 34-0. Granite Hills leads the Central Spartans. Are driving. Morales has Pieska in the backfield with him. Again, the long snap count. Dumping it off, it is complete, and that is Estrada with a catch for a first down. Inside the 20, spotted on about the 17.
Estrada's second catch here in the second half.
Kind of hard to get him the football when he's got people all over him.
And we do see some clean uniforms for the Eagles as it looks like they're dipping into their depth chart. And that's good. Get these kids some experience as well in the varsity level.
Real from the shotgun. Pieska is just in front of him. Drops back, looking, fires in the middle, incomplete, interference. As I think it was not only interference, it was a face mask as well, but Josiel Rodriguez, the intended receiver, and the interference, and then I think he got yanked down by the face mask, John.
So we'll see what they're going to do. Is head official J.J. Jackson was talking to the sidelines of the Eagles, explaining what happened and what he saw. So it's a personal foul, grabbing the face mask. This should give Central a 1st and goal. It looks like they're going to put the ball down inside the 10 on the 8.5-yard line, so we'll call it the 9.
Clock continues to run. We've got 7:50 to play in this football game. Viesca is right behind the quarterback, Real. Viesca, nothing inside, tries to turn it outside, can't get around the corner, and he'll be stopped for no gain.
So that was actually Brandon Mayo, as Viesca is on the sidelines. Okay. Nothing wrong with him, but Mayo getting his opportunity. And we certainly saw there, as the Eagles have reinstalled their first string, did you see that pursuit flight to the football, Carroll? There was extreme speed and quickness. It looked like Mayo had a chance to turn the corner and then no chance.
And everybody played their lane. 7 minutes to play. Mayo in the backfield. That long snap count, and that has really thrown off the timing for the Eagles. It is Mayo again, hit in the backfield, and gets away from the first tackler, but won't get away from the other 9.
Mayo was able to get the snap, as it looks like we're getting the Wildcat formation back in on 3rd and 1.
Heading out there, Gavin Mora. He'll be one of the up backs to do some blocking. 3rd and 1. Spots the ball on about the 8-yard line. Viesca from the Wildcat, and that'll cost him 5.
Yeah, it looked like Granite Hills actually infringed on the neutral zone. Let's see if they were drawing across. And no, it's going to be offside against Granite Hills. That will be a 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and goal. Spotted on the 4. 5:30 to play in the football game. Granite Hills with a 34-0 lead.
Jonathan Real back in at quarterback.
Real, the quarterback. Viesca right next to him in the backfield. Dropping back to pass. Real chased out of the pocket. Fires into the snack bar. Incomplete. There are flags all over the place.
Yeah, I believe we're going to get a hold against Central, and that's what the call is.
That's not good, John.
Yeah, that will move them back as the clock continues to move here. Under 5 minutes now.
Keep in mind, a year ago it was 42-7 with Granite Hills on top. They lead 34-0 right now. And it is 2nd and goal from the 14. Real chased out of the pocket and again throws it into the end zone. That ought to be intentional grounding.
That's what the faithful across the way, Granite Hills, and referee Jackson is explaining exactly why that is not an intentional grounding.
Don't need to call it.
As the clock continues to run anyway. But at least we've seen Real, instead of throwing into triple coverage as he did in the last series and turn it over, he's getting rid of the football before he can be sacked.
Rolling to his left, being chased, hit, grabbed, and that time he throws the ball down and Granite Hills recovers it. And there's flags all over the place. This one, I believe, will be intentional grounding.
Right, so it's going to be all the way back around the 33-yard line plus another 5 and a loss of down.
Loss of down goes with it.
As whatever the offensive line is doing now, they're not blocking. As that time we had all 4 defensive linemen as the previous player just right in on top of Leal. So,
well, let's see. Intentional grounding.
Loss of down.
Loss of down.
But apparently it is not going to be a spot foul. They're going to take it back to the line of scrimmage and move it back.
So it'll be 4th and goal from the 14.
Yeah, so that'll be a loss of 2 downs, as that was 2nd down after the pass incomplete.
Well, we're seeing 4th down on the sideline and on the scoreboard, John. Leal back, fires it into the end zone, and touchdown. Great catch in the end zone. And the catch was made by Joshua Garcia.
Another sophomore.
So the Spartans do get into the end zone and do put 7 up, or 6. Martinez out to try the point after. The clock continues to run. A stutter step, the ball is blocked, and the point after attempt no good. We will have a kickoff coming up.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposal, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 60 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
Okay, John. You think we might see an onside kick?
Love to see it. This would be the time to try it, to bring it out of the playbook. Clock is going to be ticking down, and the game will expire here in just a few more seconds.
The Eagles have their hands team up. The Spartans with a hands team as well. And you wait for the officials before you kick off. We've got 30 seconds to play in the game. This kickoff will be the final play of the game. Martinez kicks it deep. And it'll go down inside the 15, be picked up there, and stepping out of bounds, not that it's going to make any difference, was Brendan Lewis. And that's it. That's the end of our football game. As time expires, our final score, Granite Hills 34, the Central Spartans 6.
The CB Stop, located at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road in Connecticut, is your one-stop location for ice-cold beer, wine, and your favorite beverages. They have a selection of sandwiches, chips, snacks, ice, and play the lotto, including Powerball and Mega Super Lotto. You can even get fishing bait and a fishing license. The CB Stop has it all, along with a gas station with diesel and a car wash. Open 24 hours a day. The CB Stop, located in Connecticut at the corner of Cole and Bowker Road.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hiles in El Centro.
Your friends at La Fonda Bar and Grill wants us to continue to remember our heroes who advocated for the freedom we enjoy today. When you're craving Mexican food, La Fonda Bar and Grill is everybody's favorite choice. The Camacho family has been doing it right for many, many years. One tradition they've always kept is serving you freshly made Mexican food daily. From chili rellenos to enchiladas, everything is handmade. If you're craving Mexican food, make sure you stop by La Fonda Bar and Grill, 1950 South 4th Street in El Centro.
There's a new mobile auto repair and towing service in Yuma. It's also Aza Mobile Auto Repair, formerly John's Auto Service. Only the name has changed. You still receive the same professional service on all makes and models automobiles because Aza has been John's mechanic for 28 years. He is now the proud owner and continues to give you the same quality service. Also Aza Mobile Auto and Towing Service, 508 East 22nd Street in Yuma. Call 928-941-1088.
High school football live on KXO AM 1230, El Centro, California, and on the KXO YouTube channel. The Central Spartans managed one scoring drive. It came with 1:49 to play in the football game. Spartans went 61 yards, aided by a roughing the kicker penalty, and able to overcome an intentional grounding penalty. The Spartans had 14 plays on that drive, 6 on the ground, 4 of 8 passing for Real. The touchdown was a 14-yard TD pass. The point after attempt, no good. That made the score 34-6. The final score as the Granite Hills Eagles with a big win tonight at Cal Jones Field. The Granite Hills and Central tonight, Thursday night football coming up tomorrow night. It is Palo Verde, the Yellow Jackets, invading Imperial. And Mickey Dale, George Grahava will have that game for us at 6:45 on AM 1230 and on the KXO YouTube channel. Southwest will be at La Quinta, Calexico at Holtville, Brawley at University City, Vincent Memorial at Mountain Empire. Calipatria will host Southwest of San Diego in a game that is set for a 6 o'clock kickoff. We'll have John Driffill with some end of the game notes coming up.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial is serving the best Japanese cuisine in the Imperial Valley. Kxo Sushi offers you 50 different sushi rolls, plus beer, wine, and sake. And they also have teriyaki chicken or beef, rice and noodles. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. They're open daily from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. Kxo Sushi also caters and welcomes big groups anytime. Call 760-355-4440. That's 355-4444. Your takeout. McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store with everything you need to get through the day. Fill your tank with V-Power from Shell, and then visit the deli for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Choose your favorite deli sandwich or hot stuffed pizza, or feed the office for your next party. With party platters, choose from meat, cheese, vegetable, or sandwich platters. Yes, McNeese Smart, your one-stop convenience store at the corner of Dogwood and Main Street in El Centro.
John Driffill, second half notes, what do they show?
Yeah, when you put them both together, Central had a representative second half. Let's take a look, though, at the entire game stats. Granite Hills ran the ball 22 times from scrimmage for 170 yards. 16 for 24 was the super freshman Benitez for 179 yards. So I guess you could call that balance. 170 rushing, 179 passing, giving the Eagles 349 total yards. 19 first downs, and just as awe-inspiring, no fumbles, no interceptions, no turnovers. Centro ran the ball 22 times from scrimmage for 44 yards. 11 for 22 was the duo combination with Jimenez and Real for 87 yards, and giving Central 131 total yards. 12 first downs, that was 8 in the second half. They did have the one interception. Individually, rushing the football tonight for the Central Spartans, Jonathan Real had 1 carry for 10 yards. Luis Jimenez was sacked for a negative 10 yards. Also getting a carry was Emilio Morales in the first half for 7 yards. And Brandon Mayo getting 7 carries for 15 yards, with Nico Viesca getting 12 carries for 28 yards. the receptions, the 11 receptions, were spread out among 4 different players. The most important one was Joshua Garcia caught a 14-yard touchdown pass. Also, Artie Estrada got 2 receptions in the second half for 22 yards. Emilio Morales had 5 catches for 36 yards. And Nehemiah Perez had 3 catches for 15 yards. Probably the most important stat is it appears out of this game, Carroll, there was no major injuries. So Centro will look to face the Cibola Raiders next week, and then after that, head into league play.
Well, you hit it on the nail right on the head, John. It'll be the Central Spartans, the Cibola Raiders, next Thursday evening. We're getting used to Thursday night football games. Yes. Anyway, there will be a full schedule of high school football tomorrow night. And again, we remind you that it will be Mickey Dale, George Grijalva in Imperial for Imperial and Palo Verde. High school football on AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California, and on our KXO YouTube channel, brought to you this evening by Roto-Rooter, serving the Imperial Valley. Johnny's Burritos in Brawley, Imperial, and El Centro. By the CB Stop in Calexico, the Broken Yoke Cafe. McNeese March, Dogwood and Maine, El Centro. Also, Ozza Mobile Auto Repair in Yuma, the Southwest Postal Service and Southwest Security. IVC, #1 junior college in the nation. By K Sushi Bar and Grill. By Stan's Auto Body. And by the Central Union High School District. And also brought to you by CET, the Center for Employment Training. For Kurt Hoffman, who provided technical support, our producer engineer in the studios, Gabe Lemus, we thank you. John Driffill, our statistician and color commentator. I'm Carroll Buckley. Keep it tuned for more of the best oldies on the radio on AM 1230 KXOL Centro.